There's a reason some people can win the lottery, come into a windfall, or finally land the big raise they always wanted, and within a couple of years, they are right back where they started, sometimes worse. And there's a reason other people can lose everything and rebuild it within a few years, almost like the money finds its way back to them. It is not luck. It is not even discipline, not at the root. It is identity. And I want to walk you through something that I've spent over 15 years studying before I ever taught a single person about wealth, which is how the brain protects your sense of who you are and why you will never out-earn the identity you hold underneath it all. Now, I'm Camila Stevenson, and around here we talk wealth. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and drop in the comments before we get in. What is one belief about money you grew up hearing in your house? Just one. I want to see what you were raised on, because that is where this whole conversation begins. A lot of this stuff happens in our childhood. Now, let me start with how the brain actually works, because I want you to understand this. So your brain has one primary job above all others, and that is to keep you alive and to keep you consistent with who it believes you are. That second part is the one that a lot of people ignore. Your brain treats your identity, meaning your sense of who you are, like a thermostat treats temperature. A thermostat has a set point. When the room gets too cold, the heat kicks on. When the room gets too hot, the air kicks on. The thermostat is always working to pull the room back to the temperature it was set to. Your brain does the exact same thing with your life, including your money. You have a financial set point, a level of wealth that matches who you believe you are, and your brain will work very hard to pull you back to the set point whenever you drift too far from it in either direction. This is why someone whose internal set point is broke can receive a large sum of money and unconsciously spend, lend, or lose their way back down to where they started. The money just felt wrong to them. It didn't match their identity. So the brain went to work through 1,000 small decisions to bring the temperature back down to the set point it recognized. And this is also why someone whose internal set point is wealthy can lose it all and climb right back up, because to them, being without money felt like the temperature was wrong, and every instinct pulled them back to where they believed they belonged. So here's the part that matters for you. Most people try to change their financial life by changing their behavior. They budget harder, they hustle harder, they try to force new habits through willpower, and it works for a little bit, but willpower is a limited fuel, and it is always fighting against the set point underneath. As long as your identity says, I'm someone who struggles with money, every single gain you make creates internal pressure, and your brain will look for ways to relieve that pressure by bringing you back down. You are not broken or not smart enough or anything like that. It's just that you are fighting your own thermostat, and the thermostat almost always wins in the long run unless you change the set point itself. And this is why people continually come up with excuses that make them self-sabotage. I say it all the time. They're looking for ways to not win because they don't believe that they deserve it. So how do you actually change the set point? Well, this is where the real work is, and it's deeper than affirmations in the mirror. I know a lot of people who do affirmations. I do too, but that's not the equation. Okay. That's just a little icing on the top. Okay. The first step is awareness. You have to catch the moments where you self-sabotage and recognize them not as character flaws, but as your brain protecting an old identity. The overspending after a good month, the opportunity you talked yourself out of, the investment you sold the moment it got uncomfortable or uncertain. Those are not random. They are the thermostat at work. When you start seeing them clearly, you're going to take away their power, because what was unconscious becomes a choice. The second step is exposure. Your brain builds its set point based on what feels normal and familiar. So you have to make wealth familiar before you have it. You do that by changing what you surround yourself with, the conversations that you're in, the rooms you spend time in, the level of thinking you expose yourself to daily. When you consistently put yourself around people who think and build at a higher level, your brain slowly recalibrates what normal is. The set point rises not because you forced it, but because you changed the environment that set it in the first place. The third step is evidence. Your identity changes when you give your brain proof that you are becoming someone new. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, every time you hold steady when the old you would have panicked, every time you make the disciplined choice instead of the familiar one, you are laying down a new piece of evidence. And the brain believes evidence more than it believes words. Stack enough new evidence and the identity will shift. And when the identity shifts, the behavior follows automatically without the constant fight, because now the new behavior is simply who you are. This is the work almost nobody does because it is invisible and it's slow. And our culture wants the quick win, the hot tip, the overnight result. But I'm telling you, from everything that I've studied about the brain and everything that I've watched in the lives of people I have worked with, you can have the best investment strategy in the world and you will still leak it all away if your identity does not match the wealth that you are trying to build. The strategy is the easy part. The identity is the real game. Get the identity right, and I'm telling you, the strategy finally has somewhere stable to live. So I want you, as soon as possible, to watch yourself, catch the thermostat in action. Notice the small moments where the old identity tries to pull you back to the set point. And just by noticing, you begin to loosen its grip. That is where it starts, not with more money, but with becoming the kind of person the money can safely belong to. Now, if you want to go deeper on how money actually works and how to build the identity and the structure to keep what you grow, then the links are in the description. I do have something special coming on June the 13th. And if you join the wait list, you will be the first to know about it. Also, when you join the wait list, there is plenty of value that's being added in the group that you're going to connect to. And it's all free to join the wait list. Nothing that you have to do but join the wait list and you will get that value added and you'll just get the information there. Okay. So I want you to drop in the comments as you go after hearing this. What do you think your current money set point is and where do you want it to be? Be honest with yourself. I just want to see it. We all inspire each other. Listen, we all growing together. All right. So go ahead and like the video if it spoke to you and subscribe if you have not already.